Alright, so I'm going to go over the new Building Bros Meso 1. So starting from this program on, I will record a video like this, which will be an overview of the program itself and kind of taking you guys through like my thinking when I make programs, so you can understand a little better like why we are doing what we're doing. That way if you have questions too, you can ask, or you just get a little, like I said, better understanding of why I program the way I do. So Building Bros, again, is a very hypertrophy focused program. So that's what this program is all about, this Meso. It's really my favorite, I'd say, 5-day split for specifically like bodybuilding style training. So kind of take you through each day and give you an overview of each day. So we start with the chest and back day. This has been my favorite way to hit both these muscle groups. I feel like I've really grown both of them through doing this. I'm a person who really struggles, like I can't do a full chest day. By my third exercise, I find that my chest is pretty fried. So I think if you're training with intensity, this is the better way to do it. So what I typically do is 2 exercises of each in alternating order. So I'll start with chest, then while my chest recovers, I'll hit back. Then while my back recovers, I go back to chest and then finish with back. So that's why I alternate those in that order, obviously, to give your muscles the rest time they need. And then today we're doing one of our 2 ab focused exercises. I'll just focus on those and talk over the second one too. So with ab exercises, I typically like to have some type of like crunch, weighted crunch. That's going to target more like your mid to upper abs. And then especially I feel like my physique was slacking like my lower abs. So that's where I try to do some sort of leg lift or leg raise that's going to more target those lower abs. So we have both a crunch, weighted crunch, and a leg lift in this program. And they're split up pretty evenly. I think it's 4 days. So should be fully recovered. And if you're training those with intensity, I believe that's about all you need in the week to see some progress. Okay, the first leg day is a quad focused one. We have a little bit of a shoulder focus in this Meso, so I added in a dumbbell lateral raise. I do like starting leg days with sometimes an upper body movement. I feel like it just is a good way to add in some extra volume. In each Meso, I kind of switch that up, whether it's like shoulders, arms, chest, and back, what our focus is going to be, and I add that onto a leg day. So that's why I start with those. And then, again, this is my favorite way to split up legs into a quad and then a hamstring and glute focused day. I, again, have found if I do 3 quad movements, my quads are just going to be fried by that, and I'm not able to do that third movement super effectively, and I'm super fatigued. That is why I start with a quad focused movement. I do a hamstring focused movement second while my quads recover, and then I will finish with another quad movement, so 2 to 1. That's why obviously it's quad focused, and then ending with an accessory. So this time we have a calf raise. Again, training those hard, not just throwing them in at the end and like mailing it in, but making sure, especially if calves are a weak point, and for a lot of people they struggle to grow them, making sure you're hitting calves with intensity is huge. Day 2, not day 2, but Wednesday we have a rest day or optional cardio. So zone 2 cardio that's not going to be super taxing on your body, especially you just did a leg day. So zone 2 cardio to kind of, be an active recovery day or just a rest day if you need it. Okay, shoulders and arms, Thursday. Again, this is my favorite way to split up shoulders and arms, and I'll tell you why. So starting with anterior or front delts. Any movement there? No. To that. What the heck? Okay. Starting with anterior delts with any type of press or a front raise, we are starting with a just dumbbell shoulder press. Then I like to hit my biceps second. So I let my shoulders recover a little bit. The reason I do biceps here instead of triceps, though, is because with a pressing movement, you're going to use your triceps to some degree. So by hitting biceps second, you're not, instead of triceps, you're not like limiting your triceps from being fatigued from that first exercise. Then you third hit your lateral head. You did those Tuesday. I would say 1 exercise of 3 sets. You should have plenty of time to recover by Thursday. and hit those again, and then you should be well rested if your lateral delt was hit in any degree from that first movement. Should be ready by the third. After that, then you hit your triceps. Again, you don't really use your triceps for B or C. You do for A. So they should be rested and ready to go by that fourth exercise. And then finishing off, so we hit our rear delts. So obviously a shoulder day, I'm trying to hit my anterior front delt, my lateral head of the shoulder, and then my rear delts as well. And then we hit biceps and triceps. That's how I like to structure shoulders and arms. Hamstring and glute. So our second leg day of the week. Again, we're going to start obviously with the hamstring glute focus movement. Any type of RDL is my favorite personal one. And I think Smith machine, dumbbell, both those are top tier for me. But this program we have Smith machine. Then we do a leg press. This isn't really a quad focused leg press, but inherently any leg press is going to be pretty quad focused. You will hit your glutes obviously to some degree in that as well. And then back extensions. It's not particularly glute or hamstring focused, but you will hit them some. And then to get a little extra work on your lower back as well. Then for the accessory today, on this day, is a hip adductor machine going in. I feel like having adductors like filled out just gives your leg like a full round look, and helps it make it look a lot better. And then that's when we have those leg lifts. Last day, we start with, it's a full upper day. So we start with chest and back again. And then you'll have Sunday to recover. And you're just doing one exercise of each, so it's not like you should be super fatigued. So we do chest and back first. Then we do 2 arm movements. So again, I put the triceps after this. So if I'm doing like chest and back together and then I'm doing triceps and biceps, I will try to do like whichever of chest and back I did first. If I hit chest first, I like to do tricep first and arms, because any pressing movement, again, as I said, you will somewhat use your triceps. In any pulling movement, you will somewhat use your biceps. So splitting up in this order helps your triceps recover from that first set of bench press while you do the pull downs, and vice versa. While you do the tricep rope extensions, your biceps should recover from the pull downs, and then you can hit them. And then we are ending with a rear delt focused row. Again, just one exercise of rear delts this day, so you should be fully recovered. And since we're doing, I feel like, we see here we have 2 sets of 2 exercises of lateral raise, 2 exercises of rear delts. I think having good lateral and rear delts is super important for a good, well-rounded, like boulder shoulder physique. The reason I only have one anterior delt focused one is because you hit your anterior or your front delts with any pressing movement. So a Smith machine incline press is gonna get some shoulders. A dumbbell bench press is gonna get a little bit of shoulders. Most people don't have underdeveloped anterior delts just because you hit them so often. So I only have one that's really specifically targeted for that, and that's why. So hopefully this gives you guys like an insight into why I program the way I do. Again, this is really like my favorite way to program. If I had a 5-day bodybuilding split, this is my favorite way to do it. So that will go live. You guys can run it. And we'll tweak RPE throughout. So RPE will get tougher, but we start pretty high. Most of you have been in it for some time, and most people aren't beginners, so they can handle a little bit higher RP. But we'll tweak that throughout the program as well. So that's all I have for you guys.